One of my favorite use cases building out on Hedera has always been Neuron. It's because this is one of those use cases that could affect Hedera in such a massive way, and it's just one project. But outside of this, we also have another use case that a lot of people are just not aware of. Or maybe they are, but they don't understand how big it actually is. With that in mind, sit back, relax. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. So let's actually start off with Neuron, because this is one of the biggest use cases on Hedera. It's around the DePIN space. They are a key player for a lot of things. We can actually see their customers are sensor networks, AI agent networks, IT resource networks, and also gig worker networks. But what this is really kind of allowing is the future to exist. Here we have a little bit of a breakdown, right? Connecting any app or agent to any resource on any network. With just a few lines of code, integrations are simple, fast, and effective. Better still, every payment is protected by our secure validators network. And here we have those resources, the Neuron Gateway, the services, the payments, the discovery service, the dispute resolution service as well, connecting to Explorer and validators. And then you have the apps and the agents on the right side. This use case itself there's so much potential here. So much potential. For an example, 4D Sky, that is one of their solutions, and this actually tracks everything in the sky. This is actually enabling drone delivery services, pretty much anything if you really think about it in terms of like aviation. Any aviation use case in terms of like air taxis, drone deliveries, drones in general, future flight aircraft, anything that you could think of. This allows that to become a reality. And, that's just one of many use cases that are possible with Neuron, and we continue to see them making moves. For an example, big shout out to HBAR Tata for this. We have just announced Neuron World in partnership with the UK's Civil Aviation Authority, UKCAA, which oversees and regulates all aspects of civil aviation in the United Kingdom, is now integrating the Neuron DePIN and AI gateway services built on Hedera into 3 airports in the UK. Now, this was announced during a Headstarter HederaCon hosted spaces, and it was called Headstartathon Day 3. If you guys do want to go check this out, you guys are more than welcome to. We actually got an update from Neuron that they will be issuing a public press release next week with all the details. But we can confirm that we have won a paid contract from the CAA to integrate our technology into 3 airports to be used for ATC services and enabling drone deliveries. So this is great. And by the way, this is drone deliveries for Royal Mail, which is the official Royal Mail Twitter account itself. But this is a massive mail service in the UK. And also the NHS for healthcare services, which means in terms of those drone deliveries, we could potentially see prescriptions being delivered. Any medical, needs could be answered easily with drone deliveries as well. I mean, this is very exciting stuff. These are the types of use cases that get me very excited, because think about the transactional demand that something like this could lead to. This is why I've always said that Neuron could eventually lead to billions, potentially even trillions of transactions on Hedera. Now, outside of this, real estate. Global real estate right now, in terms of the complete value by 2025, so this year, it's reaching $654 trillion. This is insane. The market volume by 2029 is expected to be about $700 and almost $28 trillion. Why is this important? Well, what's another incredible use case that we are constantly hearing about in crypto? Tokenization. Real estate is extremely illiquid, and it's also an asset class that is plagued with inefficiencies due to paper-based processes, very slow processes as well. When we start to have things like real estate tokenized, you can also mix in automation. Things will start to move a lot faster. This is why I do believe that some of these asset classes need to be focused on. And Hedera is behind this. Just the other day, they posted on Twitter, the real estate market plays a major role in the investment economy, but it's traditionally been difficult to access. In this latest blog post, we explore the benefits that Web3 technologies bring to the table via tokenization and how a modern real estate investment trust, REIT, could be built today, enabling investment to be more accessible, efficient, and transparent for everyone. Now, again, I'm not going to waste your guys' time and read all of this because there is just a lot within this to actually go over, but we do have here, why tokenize real estate? So number one, we lower entry cost. One does not need to be a millionaire to invest in real estate, as is the case in most real estate markets today. Such tokenization allows owning and enjoying the equity of a fraction of a property, allowing a larger number of investors to participate. Because, again, and I always bring up the idea of like a $10 million like apartment complex. All right. So instead of, having to go and spend $10 million on that, apartment complex, you can now have, say for so 100 investors invest $100,000 into that property, and they will gain a significant percentage. Or you could divide it by 10, right? Give them 10% each for $1 million. You can now do that because of fractionalization, which also opens up a door of, massive amounts of liquidity as well. Then, talking more so about liquidity, we have increased liquidity. These markets are extremely illiquid. Tokenization opens up massive opportunities for almost every single one of these asset classes. You also have global reach here. The benefits that tokenization realizes in for some of these asset classes is night and day. And we already know that Hedera is behind this in a big way. Going back to, 2024, Red Swan. We know that they already started tokenizing its $5 billion real estate portfolio as RWAs on Hedera. And even more recently, I believe that Red Swan, so they've been holding a lot of these major events. They've been on a lot of these major, panel discussions with Hedera as well. We know that they are fully supporting Hedera in a big way. They are utilizing the tech. But, recently they did talk about how they're getting ready to push tokenization on Hedera in a much larger way, which, I'm very excited to see that happen. I feel like we're getting closer to that point. I forgot where it was, but I know that it was back in 2024. But I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more announcements regarding that. I'm hoping that during one of these panels, we do get a little bit of an update on that. But we also have this post for myself back in 2024, because at that 2023 summit from Red Swan, we did hear how they're like doing this entire, tokenization push on Hedera from, utilizing the token studio, the issuance platform, the cap table management, and then you also have the ATS, which is that alternative trading system as well. These players are already here tokenizing real estate on Hedera. It's already starting. Then Zonix, which by the way is also promoting the HederaCon panel. They just posted this the other day, talking about, highlighting how Zonix is leveraging Hedera's powerful technology to redefine RWA tokenization. One of the key use cases here from Zonix is real estate. So far, they already have 3.2 billion tokenized. They have $100 million worth of private yachts tokenized as well. Debt funds, commercial real estate, 500 million. I mean, this is also a company that we should be looking into. So there's already 2 players that are utilizing Hedera for real estate tokenization. Then, going back to November, OpenBrick with Six Group, which by the way, Six is a massive player. They're the owner of Spain's BME stock exchange. They invested into OpenBrick, which is a real estate tokenization platform built on Hedera. This DLT pilot regime is starting in 2025 this year. This is just another big move for Hedera around real estate. Then, going back to the middle of January, Scintilla. Scintilla continues to expand, focusing on real estate tokenization. This is also an institutional grade tokenization platform, originally Toko from DLA Piper, that has been utilizing Hedera tech for a very long time. Guys, Hedera is in a different league. It's a completely different monster in this space. This is why I personally believe that these asset classes that we're looking at today, real estate, equity, stocks, bonds, etc., guys, when these things start to move on chain in a big way, like the first trillion, from that point on, things are going to happen so fast. And Hedera is at the forefront of this. The projects that I mentioned, Red Swan or Zonix or, even OpenBrick or even Scintilla, this is, just scratching the surface. Hedera has massive players already under its belt regarding tokenization. And this is just one use case potential. Like, real estate is just one asset class. This is why I keep telling you guys that the opportunities in this space are just insane. They're insane. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.